is almost complete. Really, it is complete to play. But I want to be able to support it. I want it to take some punishment. Because it doesn't matter if it's my niece or myself with some friends. We're going to be throwing this beanbag at it, and of course it's not going to be flawless in the hole each time. So we want it to be able to stand up and support itself. Now, as I said previously, there's different ways you could do this. You could suspend it, put some holes and hang it up. You could put it, just leaning it against the wall. But I want to have a little bit more support than that. So what I'm going to do is show you a simple and fast way to add support to it. And all you need is a pair of scissors. Go to your local dollar store and get some hinges. About 4 hinges would be good. Some normal white glue, a pen, and some spare cardboard. And once you have that, we're going to show you how to put a support on the back of this based on the angle that you would like. So what I've done here is I've put the spare piece of cardboard against the wall and then leaned up the actual beanbag game image against it on the angle that I want it to be at. So to give you a better perspective of what it looks like, here's it from the side, where I have it on a slight angle, and I feel that this is suitable enough to get clear shots that's not too flat on the ground but not too vertical standing up. And this will be suitable enough. So once you have the angle that you like, simply plot a line where the top of your image meets the cardboard and then cut it from there. Perfect. So now what we have is the back support sheet that we just cut out. But the actual remaining cardboard that's there, do not throw that out, because this is how it's going to work. This will be attached to here as the back support sheet. But then what we're going to do is take that smaller piece of cardboard that's left over, and that's going to form the bottom base. So we're going to put this at the bottom, and that's what's going to hold it in place. And to do all this, this is where the hinges come into play. So what I have here are some hinges. These are door hinges used for cabinets and just smaller doors. And I picked these up at my local dollar store, but you could also get these at home improvement stores. Now, what we could do with these is attach them to the actual image and to the back and bottom supports. And what that will do is we could fold them in and out, fold them over so they could be stored and put away, but also could be folded out, and it'll keep everything in place and we'll be able to stand it up. So all you need to do is just go to your local dollar store, local's home improvement store, pick up some hinges. They're very inexpensive. You'll need 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. And once we have those, we're just going to use our glue. They always come with nails, but don't worry about using any of the nails. We don't need to do that. Now with any hinge that you buy, it'll open and close the same way. So there's a way to close it completely flat, and then when you turn it the opposite direction, it's not fully closed. You can see there, it will not go all the way. So this is important, because when we want our game to go completely flat, actually fold the back over the front to close and store it away, we want to be this way. But when we actually want the game to be open, we would prefer it to be this way. So line up one of the hinges on one side of the image and line up the other hinge on the other side. And what we're going to do is, with the white glue, glue it down. Not fully all the way. Do not glue it all the way to where the connection is. Just glue it, leave a little bit of space on each side, and we're going to glue that down. And then after the glue is set, then you're going to take the back and do the same thing on the opposite side. Not going all the way to where it bends, but just leave a little bit of gap, and then let that glue set, put some pressure down on it, and once that's done, we do the same thing for the bottom side. And once the glue is completely set in place, the game is ready to go. I just would like to give you some special notes about gluing. Now, because I'm using white glue, I suggest that you use a fair amount when you actually put down the hinges. As you can see, I've used some spare weights that I have around my home to actually put weight down on the hinges once they're glued onto the back of the boards. So you need to put down weight so they properly stick down, and you probably have to give it a good hour for the glue to set. I also recommend using either carpenter's glue or even liquid cement, or I should say cement glue, which you could also get at arts and crafts stores. White glue should be suitable, but it won't guarantee that it will stick down permanently. But if you use liquid cement glue or carpenter's glue, it'll give a stronger bond. Even crazy glue might even work. But whatever it takes to let it bond and really set down between the hinge, which is made out of metal, and the cardboard. And once you actually have your glue set down, then you could just put down the weights, give it an hour, and that should give you the finished bond that's needed for it to stay in place. And once the glue is finally set, there you have it, your finished beanbag game, with the back support and bottom support. So there you have it. Now we have a fully supported beanbag game, so now it's ready for tournaments. My only suggestion is, even though we now have a back and bottom support on this, you still need to stabilize it by putting it against a flat surface like a wall, just to ensure that, you know, when you're pelting beanbags at it, that it will not collapse over. The back support will make sure it stands up, but you still need a flat wall to put it against, just so that it's stable. And then you could punish it by throwing the beanbags at it and getting it right into the hole and accumulate your points. I'm the Homemade Game Guru. I'm glad I showed you this game. Stay tuned for my next episode where I show you even more innovative concepts. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.